Good evening, football fans, and welcome to today's presentation of Golden West Rustler football on SportsNetUSA.net. Coming to you live from Chick Embry Field on the campus of Escondido High School. I'm Matt Rogers for today's game between the 1-0 Palomar Comets and the 1-0 Golden West Rustlers. Palomar won the coin toss and elected to receive, and here is the opening kickoff. And that ball's going to bounce into the end zone and through the end zone. And Palomar will take over for their first possession of this game. Palomar is coming off of an impressive victory last week in which their defense really showed up. They had 4 interceptions in that game, scored 2 defensive touchdowns against Victor Valley College in a 31-3 victory. Golden West is also 1-0. They're coming off an impressive victory over Orange Coast College, a game in which they had a shutout until the final few minutes of that game. Taking the field are the Comets. Number 10, Zeke Payne, lined up as quarterback. And here's the first snap of the game. He hands the ball off to number 3, Tawi Walker.
Number 10, Zeke Payne hands the ball off to number 3.
Walker picks up maybe a yard.
Pablo Araya for Golden West.
Pablo Araya with the tackle for Golden West after a pickup of 1. And looks like we have a flag on the field.
It looks like we've got a sideline interference penalty.
Sideline interference called against Palomar. And so that's going to back them up. That is a 10-yard penalty. Going to back them up, and we're going to be looking at a second down and 19. So a little confusion right now with the referees about where to spot this ball. So a little bit of a slow start to this game with some confusion, but they figured out where to spot it. This ball's going to be spotted at about the 14-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10. Here's the drop back by Payne. Out to Brandon Johnson, goes through his hands, and that's going to be incomplete.
Payne's pass falls incomplete, intended for Brandon Johnson, number 13.
So that penalty actually was a 15-yard penalty, but because they were on the 25, it was half the distance to the goal line. So it set up a second down, or a first down and 22. So now it's second down and 22. Zeke Payne in the shotgun. He's got Tawi Walker in the backfield with him. Two wide, split to the right, 2 to the left. Payne takes a snap, drops back, and a delayed handoff to Walker. Walker breaks a couple of tackles, gets out past the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 8 yards on that. And it's going to be a third down and long for Palomar. Golden West defense really showed up last week against Orange Coast College. Only allowed 260 yards and 7 points in that game. And it looks like they're off to a pretty decent start right now. Third down and 13 for Palomar. Zeke Payne with 3 wide to his right. He's got 1 wide to his left. That's Brandon Johnson. Payne takes a snap, drops back. He's looking out to his right, and he's got a receiver. That's number 21, Alex Hill. Alex Hill able to make it out close to the first down marker, and looks like he got it just barely. A pickup of 13. And a first down for Palomar. So Palomar is going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line after starting that possession deep in their own territory. They've moved it out to the 35. Alex Hill had 2 catches for 36 yards last week and a big third down conversion here on the first possession this week. Payne drops back, fakes the handoff. It bounces off a man, and that ball is intercepted by Alex Rahshaun. And Rahshaun brings it back across the 30-yard line, and Golden West is in excellent position.
And intercepted by number 24, Alex Rahshaun. Golden West brings the ball back.
So Golden West is going to have excellent field position inside the Palomar 30-yard line. They're going to have it at the 26-yard line, and the Golden West offense is taking the field. And if you'll remember last week, freshman Jake Retzloff played an excellent game in the first half, got injured in the second half and came out, but Retzloff is back. He is starting this week in the backfield. Retzloff hands that ball off, and a short pickup for Jared Johnson.
Quarterback number 11, Jake Retzloff, hands the ball off to number 30, Jared Johnson. A gain of 3 on the play where he's brought down by number 20, Luke.
Jared Johnson last week had 10 carries for 36 yards. Retzloff takes the handoff, fakes the handoff to Johnson, gets that ball out across the middle, and that's going to be a first down for Golden West. That ball is completed to number 9, Joan Ojalabi. Ojalabi last week, 4 catches for 33 yards. Rustlers featuring 2 excellent wide receivers in Ojalabi and Tanner Branson. Retzloff with 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, hands the ball to Johnson. Johnson up the middle, and he's going to take that all the way down to the goal line, and he is down at the 1.
Another carry by Johnson.
And it's going to be a first down for Golden West on the 1-yard line. And if you'll remember last week, they had this same situation 3 times, and Retzloff took it in all 3 times. Retzloff going to try and do it again here. There's the push. Did he get in? Retzloff is going to end up just short, and that's going to set up a second down and goal.
Gains about a half a yard.
So Retzloff had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, all of them from the 1-yard line. So that carry right there, certainly not a surprise.
Weddington and friends on the tackle.
Robbie Savoy, the tight end, comes in to provide a little more extra blocking. Retzloff going to set up 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's got Jared Johnson behind him. That ball goes over Retzloff's head. A flag is down. Retzloff is looking for somebody in the end zone, and he's able to find a man. And that's Savoy, the man that I just told you checked in. But there's a flag
on the play.
And we'll see. It looks like this one's going to come back.
Official timeout.
And the referees are discussing what's going on here. That was a crazy play. The snap went over Retzloff's head. And it's an illegal substitution on the defense and illegal man downfield on Golden West. So those penalties are going to offset. And that's going to set up they're going to replay second down. So second down and goal on the half-yard line.
They'll replay second down.
So even though it didn't count, that was just an excellent job by the freshman Jake Retzloff being able to scramble and find time and find a receiver in the end zone. But with the offsetting penalties, we're going to have a repeat of second down and goal. Retzloff under center, and he's going to push forward, and this time Retzloff is going to get in. Touchdown, Golden West. 4th touchdown of the young season for Jake Retzloff. And the Rustlers have taken an early lead in this matchup between the Rustlers and the Palomar Comets. Number 50, Jake Cypress, in to attempt the extra point. It's up and it's good.
Point is good by
And it is a 7-0 lead
the first quarter of play. The score,
for Golden West.
Palomar, nothing.
So an excellent start for Golden West here to this game. That big interception, and they make it count on the ground, taking that ball into the end zone. So these two teams used to play every year, but it's been a few years since the last time they faced each other. The last time Palomar and Golden West faced each other was 2017. That was a 47-27 Golden West victory. And Golden West actually has a 5-game winning streak in this series. Last time that Palomar was able to win was back in 2012, a 27-7 victory. But these teams played every year between 2012 and 2017, with Golden West winning the last 5, and they're out to an early lead here in this one, 7-0, with just 3 minutes and 40 seconds off of the clock. So Cypress set to kick off once again. There's the kickoff. It is going to get over the heads of the receivers and into the end zone for a touchback.
We'll make it 1st and 10 for Palomar.
So Palomar will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Zeke Payne, last week 19 of 36 for 102 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and 1 interception. Threw that early interception in this one that led to that Golden West touchdown. So Payne going to line up in the shotgun, takes the snap, turns and hands it off to Tawi Walker, and not much there for Walker. Back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard, but it looks like maybe even half a yard.
That'll make it 2nd and 9 for the Comets.
Tawi Walker was the main runner last week for Palomar. He had 14 carries for 65 yards and has come out early and been the focus for Palomar. Payne swings that one outside to Dennis Garrison, and Garrison out along the line, out along the sideline, out to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Pickup of 7, going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
From their own 33-yard line.
Palomar converted their last 3rd down on their first possession. Zach Payne in the shotgun. He's got Walker in the backfield with him. He's got 1 wide to his left, 1 wide to his right. Roman Brockbank in motion. There's the handoff to Walker, and Walker is not going to get that 1st down.
Walker. No gain on the play.
No gain, going to set up a 4th down and 2. And Palomar going to have to punt here on this second possession. Number 64, Landon Ogles, out to punt. Number 2, Iman Lavoy, back to receive this punt for Golden West. And the Golden West defense has come out looking just as good as they did last week. Ogles gets this punt away. Lavoy up to take this one at about the 27. Gets it out past the 30, close to the 35-yard line. And that's where Golden West will take over for their second possession of this game. So Golden West takes over on their own 35-yard line, already up 7-0.
From the Golden West 35-yard line. Hey everyone, the 2021 Palomar College Football Yearbook is now on sale at the main stadium entrance at a price of just $8.
Golden West offense taking the field. It's still Jake Retzloff with Jared Johnson in the backfield. Johnson's got 3 wide
Be sure to pick up your copy
to his
of
left.
this attractive and informative souvenir
He's got
of the
Nick Kennewell to his
2021
right.
season.
Retzloff takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Gets that one out. That's Tanner Branson out across the 50 to the 40 and down close to the 35-yard line for the Golden West Rustlers, down to the 36-yard line. First reception of the game for Tanner Branson.
He's brought down by number 20, Luke Manos. That'll be 1st and 10, Golden West across
And the Golden West offense
36-yard line.
is looking on target. Tanner Branson had 6 catches for 77 yards in that first game against Orange Coast College, and that was his first reception of the game. Retzloff takes the snap, hands out off to Johnson. Johnson out across the left side, past the 30 down to the 28-yard line, a pickup of about 8. That's going to set up a 2nd down and 2 for Golden West.
By Manos and number 52, Khalid Walker. 2nd down.
Retzloff takes the snap, turns, hands it to Johnson. Johnson up the middle again, and once again, a big hole out close to the 20-yard line. A pickup of about 7, going to set up another first down for Golden West, down to the 20-yard line.
A gain of about 8. That'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10.
And the Golden West offense is moving the ball very easily early in this game. Retzloff through the air, Johnson on the ground. And this is a 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Retzloff takes a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking into the end zone, and he's got his man. Torrance Wiseman with the catch and another touchdown for Golden West.
The number 14, Torrance Wiseman.
The very first touchdown pass of Jake Retzloff's college career, and Golden West is already up by 2 touchdowns in this game. The Golden West offense looks on point. The defense looking strong again. And the first 67 minutes of this season could not have gone any better for the Golden West Rustlers as they lead this game 14-0.
Golden West 14. Palomar nothing. Hey, be sure to visit the concession
14-0 with 8 minutes and 3 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first quarter. Golden West off to a great start.
And I heard some tri-tip too, but I don't know how much of that they've got. They've got nachos.
So
and,
Palomar set to take the field
snacks
again.
and drinks. All in support of Palomar
Number
College
19,
women's
Tyler
basketball.
Pye,
It'll also be
and number 5, Rance Garner, back to try and return this kick. The first 2 kickoffs by Cypress have gone through the end zone, resulting in touchbacks.
The snack bar in support of Palomar College women's basketball.
Cypress lining up his kick. And here comes the kickoff. This one looks like it's going to be fielded by Garner in the end zone. He downs it there, and it's going to be another touchback. So Palomar going to take over on their own 25. They're already down 2 touchdowns. And with 3.5 quarters remaining in this game, it's hard to say that this is a must drive for Palomar, but they definitely need to get something going because Golden West has come out in complete control of this game. So Zeke Payne heads back out. Dorian Lewis sets up in the backfield as the running back. Payne changing the play at the line. And Payne drops back to pass, looking out to his right. That pass is complete for a pickup of maybe 2 yards to number 8, Roman Brockbank.
Quick tackle by number 6, Elias Hernandez.
And the Golden West defensive backs have been all over the place. Elias Hernandez quick to make the tackle there. Payne once again sets up with Dorian Lewis in the backfield. He's got 3 wide to his left. Brockbank in motion to the right. Payne takes a snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking out that way to Brockbank, complete out across the 40-yard line. He tiptoes the sidelines, and he's out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A pickup of about 13. That's going to set up a first down for Palomar.
He's pushed out of bounds by Hernandez.
Elias Hernandez pushed Brockbank out. Brockbank only caught 1 pass for 5 yards last week. And there's a big reception for him there. Payne in the shotgun, takes a snap, turns, hands it off to Lewis. Lewis trying to get around the outside to the left. Nothing there, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Lewis, loss of 1 on the play.
Looked like number 21, Tyler Williams, on the tackle there.
Number 10,
Sele Pamasa also in on the tackle.
Second down.
Ball on the 43-yard line. Second down and 11 after that 1-yard loss. Payne takes a snap, turns and hands it to Lewis again, and once again, nothing there.
Another carry
Number
by
91,
Lewis.
Elisha Martin, all over him.
Elias Martin on the tackle.
A loss of 2 on the play. Going to set up a third down and 13. And this Golden West defensive line just really piling it on. Nothing there in the run game. Tawee Walker back out at running back. Payne at quarterback. He's got 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Drops back to pass, looking deep, being pressured. Is he going to be able to get this away? And he was hit and brought down.
Payne is sacked by
number 98, Christian Carmona with the sack. And after picking up a first down, Palomar just moves backwards. And that's going to set up a 4th down and 21. And they're going to have to punt this one away. Ogle's back out to punt again. Lawoy back to receive this punt. Ogles gets that away. Lawoy takes this one at about the 30, makes a move out to about the 35-yard line, and that's where Golden West will take over. 4 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Golden West already ahead 14-0. And they're going to look to add to it.
It'll be 1st and 10. Golden West from the 35-yard line.
So Retzlaff leaves his team back out onto the field. We're getting our first look at Gianni Hurd at running back. He led the Rustlers last week with 63 yards rushing. Retzlaff takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hurd. Hurd out close to the original line of scrimmage, but nothing there. A gain of nothing there, going to set up a 2nd down and 10.
Gianni Hurd.
On the first carry of the day for Gianni Hurd.
By number 20, Manos, and number 71, Dominique Minifield.
Luke Manos and Dominique Minifield on the tackle. Retzlaff setting up. He's got 1 man to his left side. Turns, hands it to Hurd. Hurd's going to get maybe 2 yards there, but not much there. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long, 3rd down and about 8 on a 2-yard carry for Gianni Hurd.
And Ricky Davis on the tackle for
Palomar looking to get their first defensive stop. Hurd heads to the sideline. Jared Johnson back in at running back. Retzlaff has 3 wide to his right side. He's got 1 out to the left. Retzlaff takes a snap. He drops back to pass. looking out to Johnson, swings it out there across the 40 to the 45, out past the 45 to about the 46-yard line, and a first down for Golden West, a 9-yard pickup for the Rustlers. Jared Johnson's first reception of this game. He had 3 catches last week, so Johnson definitely looking like a weapon receiving the ball out of the backfield. Johnson heads back to the sideline, and Johnny Hurd back in on a first down and 10 on the Rustler 46. Retzlaff turns, hands it to Hurd, out across the 50 to the Palomar 45, close to the first down. Pickup of about 10, looks like a first down. So after stopping Golden State on the first 2 plays of this drive, 2 big plays, Golden West, excuse me, 2 big plays for Golden West, and they are across midfield, and the offense is looking strong again. Retzlaff fakes the handoff to Hurd. He's going to keep it himself out across the 40-yard line to about the 36. Pickup of 8 for Retzlaff.
Kyle Wiggersberg on the tackle for Palomar.
And that's going to set up a second down and 2. Johnny Hurd still in the backfield. Retzlaff takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking for his tight end, Savoy.
That pass intended for number 84,
Savao unable to come up with that one.
Number 24, Devin Dye, and number 2.
There is a flag on the field.
Penalty flag is pass interference.
And it's a pass interference call against Palomar. And that's going to be another first down for Golden West. Moves the ball down to the Palomar 25-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 there.
The penalty is to the spot of the foul.
Retzlaff has Wiseman to his right. He's got Branson and Ojalabi to his left. Jared Johnson back in the backfield. Retzlaff takes the snap, turns, hands it. That was actually number 20, Mike Carrillo. The first carry of the season for Mike Carrillo. Coach Mitchell told me that he saw Mike Carrillo as the workhorse back, but he missed last week because of a hamstring injury, and he's back this week, and that was his first carry of the season, and it was a pickup of about 7, and 2nd down and 3. Retzlaff takes the snap, hands it off to Carrillo. Carrillo up the middle. Another first down for Golden West, a pickup of 3.
Loss of 1 on the keeper by Retzlaff. DeSorbo with the tackle. They'll make it 3rd and
Oh, it was actually, Retzlaff did not hand that ball off. Fooled me. Retzlaff kept that ball and actually ended up losing a yard there. And it's going to set up a 3rd down and 3. Ball on the Palomar 18-yard line. Jared Johnson back in the backfield. Retzlaff takes the snap, going to run the option, and he's got himself a first down there out across the 15-yard line to the 14. Another first down for Golden West. Clock runs down, close to a minute left in this first quarter.
Tackle for Palomar. It'll be 1st and 10 Golden West from the Comet 14.
Johnny Hurd back out there at running back. Retzlaff sets take the snap. Hurd moves to his left. There's a snap. Retzlaff drops back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to keep this ball out across the 10 to the 5 and run out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Another first down for the Rustlers, and it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Retzlaff and the Rustlers threatening to score again. Already 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter threatening to make it 3. Gianni Hurd in the backfield. Retzlaff turns, hands it off. Nothing there for Hurd. A loss of 2 yards there. Going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. And that's probably going to bring us to the end of this first quarter.
Loss of 2 on the play off the
as the clock ticks down. That's going to bring the first quarter to an end. After 1 quarter here in Escondido, California, the Golden West Rustlers hold a 14-0 lead over the Palomar Comets. Not much more you could ask for from Golden West, both on offense and on defense. The defense has been smothering so far today. Retzlaff has been on target. The running game has looked really good. And Golden West is in excellent position after 1 quarter of play.
And let's show any first responders out there.
And here in the stadium, they are honoring first responders here on 9/11, 20th anniversary of that horrific attack, and celebrating those who put their lives on the line for us. Teams are switching sides. Golden West's going to have this ball on the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Retzlaff, the quarterback. He's got Gianni Hurd in the backfield with him. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Retzlaff pointing out the defense, set to take the snap. Drops back to pass, and that pass is incomplete, and that ball was off target.
All right.
Looking for number 15, Javon Williams. That was there's a flag on the field. Let's take a look at what this penalty is.
All right, the penalty is
it's going to be offensive pass interference on Javon Williams. And so the Rustlers are going to have to move back. It's going to be still 2nd down and goal, but they're going to have the ball all the way back on the 21-yard line.
All right, offensive pass interference, that'll be 15 yards. They'll replay 2nd down. It'll be 2nd and goal for Golden West.
So Gianni Hurd still in the backfield with Retzlaff. Retzlaff has Williams and Ojalabi to his left. Drops back to pass. He's looking to that side. There's the pass to Ojalabi, and Ojalabi not able to come up with that one.
That pass is just off the fingertips.
Off the fingertips and incomplete. Going to set up a 3rd down and goal from the 21-yard line.
Davis in coverage.
Ojalabi had a step there, but just unable to pull it in. Going to set up a 3rd down and goal. So Retzlaff going to set up. He's got Jared Johnson in the backfield. He's got Jair McGee out to his right. Wiseman, Williams, and Ojalabi to his left. Drops back to pass. He's going to keep this one. And Retzlaff out across the 15 to about the 14-yard line. That's going to set up a 4th down. And we're going to see the field goal team come in.
That'll bring up 4th down.
And it's going to be Jake Cypress.
Jake Cypress
will attempt this kick.
Field goal.
He hit his only field goal from 34 last week. This one is 32 yards. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and that one is no good. Wide to the right.
Field goal is no good. And we got 14:09 to go.
And so there was no score on that drive. Golden West drove it all the way down to the 4-yard line, got pushed back by that pass interference, and a missed kick by Cypress ends that drive with no points for Golden West. So they still lead this game by a score of 14-0. Palomar going to take over on their own 20-yard line with 14 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Zeke Payne leads his offense back out onto the field. Tawi Walker going to be his wide out, or his running back. Payne takes a snap, turns around, hands it off to Walker. Walker up the middle for a pickup of about 5.
Walker with the carry gains 6.
Sets up a 2nd down and 5, maybe 2nd down and 4.
Despairs with the tackle for Golden West. 2nd down.
So Zeke Payne sets up in the shotgun. He's got Walker in the backfield. There's a snap and the handoff to Walker. Walker, nothing there for him this time. No gain. Golden West saying that they've got the ball, but the referees are saying he was down. No gain on the play. Going to set up a 3rd down and 4.
And Despairs combined on the tackle for Golden West. That'll make it 3rd and 4 for the Comets. From the Palomar,
so 3rd down and 4, ball on the 26-yard line. 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. Palomar going to huddle up. This is the first time we've seen them actually huddle up on the field. Zeke Payne with Tawi Walker in the backfield. He's got 2 wide to the right. Brandon Johnson in motion. Payne takes the handoff. Going to roll out, and he completes that pass to Brandon Johnson, but nothing there after the catch, and he's going to fall about a yard short of the first down. Pick up a 4, maybe 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 1. And Palomar just too deep in their own territory to go for it here on 4th and 1, and they're going to punt this one away. So onto the field comes Landon Ogles to punt this one away. Iman Lewoy back deep to receive the punt. And another stop for the Golden West Rustler defense. Ogles gets this punt away. Lewoy going to take this one, calls for a fair catch at the 33-yard line, and Golden West will take over there on the 33. 11 minutes, 54 seconds left in this first half. Golden West leads this game by a score of 14-0. They scored on their first 2 possessions of this game, one after a turnover by Palomar. Palomar's offense has not been able to get anything going. Jake Retzloff picking up where he left off last week before his injury. And Palomar going to call a timeout.
Palomar. Hey, the 2021 Palomar College Football Yearbook is now on sale at the main stadium entrance at a price of just $8. The yearbook includes
so the Rustlers out to an excellent start to the season. They won last week against Orange Coast College by a score of 24-7. They've opened up this game with a 14-0 lead. Their defense has really been something to watch so far this year. Really putting on a show on defense for Golden West. Nearly pitched a shutout last week. Orange Coast College scoring in the last few minutes of that game, and then the defense really shining to start this game here today. So Retzloff leading his team back out onto the field after that timeout. It's going to be Johnny Hurd in the backfield with him. John Ojalabi going to set up to the left. It's Branson and Wiseman to the right. Retzloff takes the handoff, or takes the snap, hands it off to Hurd, and a pickup of 3 for Hurd out across the 35-yard line to the 36. Going to set up a 2nd down and 7.
Walker and Salua.
So Retzloff still with Gianni Hurd in the backfield. Retzloff takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's looking for Ojalabi, and that ball is through the hands of Ojalabi. Would have been a first down, but he was not able to bring that one in. Jean-Louis on defense.
That'll make it 3rd and 7 for the Rustlers. From the Golden West.
Javon Williams heads out. Savoa comes in, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 for Golden West. Jared Johnson in at running back. Retzloff takes a snap. He's dropping back to pass. Savoa with the catch out across the 40-yard line, close to the 40-yard line, but it's going to be short of a first down. Savao tackled at the 39, a pickup of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. And Golden West is going to have to punt here.
From their own 39-yard line. Check that, 4th down.
So not very many punts for Golden West in the early season, but they're going to punt this one away. The kick is away, and number 19, Tyler Pye, back to get it, but it's going to roll out of bounds.
All right, 31-yard punt, no return as the ball's
And so Palomar is going to take over at their own 25.
From the Comet, 25-yard line.
So that was the first time that we saw Palomar actually stop the offense of Golden West. Their first 3 possessions were touchdown, touchdown, and missed field goal. And their first punt there. Zeke Payne leads his team back out onto the field on their own 25-yard line, hoping to get something going with this offense, as there has just not been much there for him today. Payne drops back to pass, and he is hurried and unable to complete that pass. Dakota Hart putting on the pressure.
Intended for Cassidy.
Going to set up a 2nd down and 10 for Palomar. Payne took a bit of a hit there by Dakota Hart as he released that ball, but able to get up and shake it off. 2nd down and 10 on the 25-yard line. Payne takes a snap, drops back to pass, gets that one out to number 21, Alex Hill. And Alex Hill is out to the 29, past the 29 to the 30.
Number 21, Alex Hill.
And the 31-yard line. A pickup of 6, going to set up a 3rd down and 4 on the completion to Alex Hill.
All right, that'll make it 3rd and 4 for the Comets.
Alex Hill was the leading receiver for Palomar last week with 2 receptions for 36 yards. Big 3rd down for Palomar. Tawi Walker in motion. There's a swing up pass out to number 6, Dennis Garrison. And Garrison's going to pick up the first down, but there is a flag on the field. And we'll see if this first down is going to stand. Pickup of 8 for Garrison. And the penalty is going to be on Palomar. A hold. And that ball is going to come back. First down negated after that hold. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, going to set up a 3rd down and 11 for Palomar.
Back at their own 24.
So another big third down for Palomar, trying to get something going on offense. Zeke Payne sets up with 3 wide to his left side, 1 to his right. He's got Walker in the backfield with him. Payne takes a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. There's a lot of pressure. He's able to get out of it. And he's going to run with the ball out past the 30 to the 35, close to the 40, down at the 39-yard line. And that's going to be a first down on the run by Zeke Payne. A pickup of 13. Palomar's got a first down on the 38-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 7, Justin Hintz.
Zeke Payne had 19 yards rushing in their Week 1 victory. That's going to set up a first down for Palomar. Payne changing the play. 4 wide receivers. He drops back to pass. He's going to let this one go. He was looking for Alex Hill, and it looks like
That pass falls incomplete.
the defender got there a little bit
There
early.
is a penalty flag on the
Number
play.
45, Xavier Streeter,
Pass interference against the
going to be called for the
Rustlers.
pass interference. He got there just a hair too early. And I don't know if he needed to do that. I don't think that pass was going to be caught. But Streeter definitely got there a little bit early, and that's going to result in another first down for Palomar on the pass interference. Spot foul puts the ball on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, 8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That penalty is a spot foul, but it does carry with it a first down for Palomar.
Payne sets up with 4 wide and Walker in the backfield with him. Payne takes a snap, drops back to pass, and he's going to dump it over the middle to Walker, and Walker out across midfield. And another first down for Palomar on an 11-yard pickup.
Gain of 11 on the play. Move the chains. First down, Palomar.
And Palomar is moving the ball. They are across midfield.
Golden West.
Probably the best drive of the day so far for Palomar. They're across midfield. They're at the Golden West 48. There's the handoff to Walker. Walker is able to find a little bit of room and fights his way forward for a pickup of 6. That's going to set up a 2nd down and 4 for Palomar.
Streeter with the tackle.
Xavier Streeter with the tackle for Golden West. It's going to set up a 2nd down and 4. Palomar on the Golden West 42-yard line. Number 28, Dorian Lewis in at running back. Payne drops back to pass. That pass is completed to number 19, Tyler Pye. And another first down for Palomar on a pickup of 5. Xavier Streeter with the tackle.
6 yards and a Palomar first down.
Palomar first down on the Golden West 36-yard line. Their deepest penetration of this game. Payne looking in for the play, get ready. There's the snap and the handoff to Walker, and not much there for Walker. A pickup of maybe 1.
1 yard gain on the play before he's tackled.
Looked like
49, Andrew Ramirez.
Andrew Ramirez on the
Second
tackle
down.
there. Going to set up a 2nd down and 9 at the 35-yard line. Dorian Lewis back at running back. Payne takes a snap, dropping back to pass. Looking for a man across the middle, and he's got him. A flag on the play. Might have been a pass interference on Golden West.
This one to number 7.
That pass was caught by Tajay Brooks.
Penalty flag on the play.
It's a first down if this play stands. We're waiting to see what the call is. It looked like a pass. Looked like the defender got there a little bit early, so I'm expecting a pass interference, and that's exactly what it is. Pass interference on Golden West. That pass is gonna, or that penalty is going to be declined.
Result in a first down for Palomar, so that penalty will be declined.
So it is a first down and 10 for Palomar.
From the Rustler,
They're on the 23-yard line, their best possession of this game. Zeke Payne has 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 wide, 2 his left. Everyone looking to the sideline to get the play. Tyler Pye in motion. There's the snap. And Payne looking for Pye, but not able to hit him. That pass just out of his reach. Going to result in a second down.
To number 19, Tyler Mai in the left flat there. Manucci in coverage for Golden West. Second down.
Second down and 10. Dorian Lewis still in the backfield with Payne. Payne drops back to pass. He's looking down the field. He's got a man, but that ball sailed a little bit. It looked like he was looking for Alex Hill there.
Falls incomplete. Intended for
actually number 13, Brandon Johnson. That ball just sailed on him a little bit.
For Golden West. That'll make it third and
he had a man open, but it just wasn't open long enough. That ball was knocked down. Going to set up a third down and 10 on the 23-yard line. Palomar hoping to come away with something on this drive. Tawi Walker back into the backfield along with Payne. Alex Hill in motion. There's the snap. Payne drops back to pass, and he is going to be smothered in the backfield by 3 Rustlers.
Payne is sacked by number 10,
Sele Pamasa,
and number 91,
John Laban, and Alicia Martin all in on that tackle.
Loss of 7 on the play.
Brings up a fourth down and 17 on the 30-yard line. This will be a 47-yard field goal, and I don't know if this is in their field goal range. And decision time for Palomar. What are they going to do? This was by far their best drive of the game. Palomar calling a timeout with 5 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first half. By far their best drive of this first half, and they are in danger of coming away empty-handed after that big sack. That was one play that Payne could not do. Could not take a sack there. And that's exactly what happened. And it's going to be a real difficult situation for Palomar. 47 yards is a bit out of their range. They can punt here and try and pin Golden West close. They could go for it, but it's 4th down and 17. And that's going to be a real difficult conversion to make. I think the play here might be to punt, but it's looking like they might send the offense back out there. And that's what they're going to do. They're sending the offense back out there on 4th down and 17 on the 30-yard line. Perhaps feeling that it's a little bit of do or die time. 5 wide for Alex Payne. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Payne's going to drop back to pass, and he is hit as he releases. That ball floats in the air and drops harmlessly down to the ground. And Palomar unable to convert on 4th down. Golden West takes over. Jonah Laban with excellent pressure on Payne.
From the 30-yard line.
And Palomar turns it over on downs. So with 5 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the first half, Golden West takes the field once again. They're on their own 30-yard line.
By making a purchase this evening. Thank you. All right, everybody. Hey, how about
Their last drive was stalled.
How about a big round of applause for the Palomar College training staff, led by Felicia Heiss.
Retzloff with Johnson in the backfield. Retzloff takes a snap. He's going to drop back to pass, looking down the field, and he's got a man out across the 45 to the 40. That was number 14, Torrance Wiseman, with the catch, a pickup of 17 yards. And it's a first down and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Tackle for the Comets. First down, Golden West from the Rustlers.
Retzloff with 3 wide turns, hands the ball to Johnson. Johnson tries a little stutter step, but nothing there. No gain on the play, going to set up a second down and 10.
He's hit at the line of scrimmage by
Golden West going to have a second down and 10.
No gain on the play. Second down.
4 wide for Golden West. 1 running back, that's Johnson. Sets up to the right of Retzloff. Retzloff drops back to pass. He's looking, he's got a man over the middle, and Savoa unable to pull that one in.
Complete, intended for Robbie Savao. Cullen Shea in coverage for the Comets. Third down.
Savao in and out of the hands of Savao. That's going to set up a third down and 10 for the Rustlers. First 3 possessions of the game for Rustlers looked very good. 2 touchdowns and then that missed field goal. And then they were stopped on their last possession. This is their 5th possession. Retzloff drops back to pass, and it's going to be a screen out to Johnson. He's going to get across midfield, but nowhere near the first down. And it's going to set up a 4th down and 6. Shiloh Sayal with the tackle. Going to set up a 4th down for Golden West, and they're going to have to punt this one away. So number 53, Andrew Guzman on to punt. Guzman only punted 1 time last week. And that punt is going to roll out of bounds inside the Palomar 10-yard line.
All right, we've got a 44-yard punt, no return.
So Palomar going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line.
In the first half of play.
Just 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in this first half. Golden West with a 14-0 lead.
High energy, high flying, Palomar College Cheer Squad.
So Zeke Payne leads the offense back out there once again. He's got Tawi Walker in the backfield with him. There's the snap. Payne drops back to pass. It is complete to Tajay Brooks, who's pushed out of bounds.
Is complete to number 7, Tajay Brooks.
Pickup of
Gain of 3 on the
3 on that play. Going to set up a second down and 7
on the tackle
from the 8-yard line.
Second down.
Payne's got 3 wide receivers, 1 man in the backfield with him. That's Walker. Payne drops back to pass. Looking to his right and scrambling that way. Nobody open. He's going to keep the ball. And he's going to be close to the first down. It looks like he's got it
He's ran out of bounds
on the 15-yard line. So first down for Palomar.
6 yards. First and 10 Comets.
Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Palomar gets the first down on their own 15-yard line. Payne looking in for the play. He's got 3 wide receivers. He's got Walker in the backfield with him, turns and fakes the handoff to Walker, gets that ball out to his left to number 21, Alex Hill. Alex Hill has run out of bounds, out past the 25.
Gain of 11, that'll move the chains. He's pushed out of bounds
at the 26-yard line.
First down.
First down and 10 at the 26 for Palomar. Trying to get on the scoreboard before the end of this first half. Score is 14-0 Golden West. They scored on their first two possessions, and both offenses have been quiet since then. Payne turns, hands the ball off to Lewis, Dorian Lewis.
Lewis with the tackle, gain of 3 on the play.
Pickup of 3 for Dorian Lewis, going to set up a 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to run.
And Laban.
Minute 40 on the clock.
2nd down.
And Palomar going to have to step into gear if they want to try and get down the field and get some points before the end of this first half. Payne drops back to pass, looking downfield, nearly taken down in the backfield, but skates away, gets that ball out, complete.
Tyler Pye with the completion.
Tyler Pye with the catch. Another first down for Palomar. And they're out to their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10, minute 22 on the clock. Payne takes the snap, drops back to pass, pressure once again, and he is going down this time.
Zeke Payne is sacked
number
for
54
by number 54
Kylan Neal.
2nd down.
Sets up a 2nd down and long. Loss of 6 yards on that. So it's 2nd down and 16. Under a minute left here in the first half. Payne drops back to pass, pressure once again, but gets this one away. That ball hits Tajay Brooks in the hands, but Brooks unable to pull it in. Falls incomplete.
Tajay Brooks. Cody Salvao in coverage.
3rd down and 16 for Palomar.
That'll make it 3rd down.
Palomar huddling up, trying to come up with a play that can pick up 16 yards here, keep this drive alive as we are rapidly approaching halftime. And a flag on the play, and looks like the play clock ran out. And that's what it is. It's going to be a delay of game. Oh no, Palomar called a timeout before the play clock expired.
6 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Final timeout of the first half for Palomar. Got that timeout called just before the play clock expired. So we're going to have a 3rd down and 16. There's 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. Golden West leads this game by a score of 14-0. Rushing touchdown by Jake Retzlaff. And those are the only 2 scores of the game. So Palomar trying to come up with a play here on 3rd down and 16 that can keep this drive alive. They have not had much success on offense today. They had a good drive on their last possession, drove it all the way down deep into Golden West territory, but a big sack on 3rd down set up a 4th down and 17, and they weren't able to convert. It's 3rd down and 16 here. Payne drops back to pass. He is pressured. He unable to get that one away, and they say that he did get that one away. Pass falls incomplete.
For number 13, Johnson.
Kylan Neal with the pressure there. And that's going to set up a 4th down and 16. Palomar's going to punt this one away. And then we'll see if, depending on where Golden West takes over this ball, if they're going to want to try and push it or just run the clock out and head to halftime with a 2-score lead. There's the kick. It is high but short. Going to bounce out of bounds around the Golden West 40-yard line. They're going to call it the 39.
25-yard punt by Palomar. No return by the Rustlers. We've got 34 seconds to go in the second.
So there's 34 seconds left here in the first half.
Palomar nothing.
Golden West going to take over on their 39-yard line. They do still have all 3 of their timeouts, so if they want to push it, they can still drive down and maybe get points before the end of this first half. I would suspect they're going to try and get something. We'll see something here on first down. Retzlaff leads the offense out. He's got Jake Johnson in the backfield. He's got 4 wide receivers. Retzlaff takes a snap. He drops back. Golden West looking downfield. Going to try and get something. Retzlaff scrambles out, and that pass is complete to Branson for a pickup of 13. Moves it across midfield to the 48-yard line of Palomar. Just 25 seconds left.
First down, Golden West across midfield at the Palomar 48.
Retzlaff with Johnson in the backfield. He's got 3 wide to his right, 1 to his left. Retzlaff takes a snap. He drops back to pass. Good coverage. That pass is high and just out of the reach of Ojalabi.
That pass is off the fingertips of number 9, John Ojalabi. Die in coverage for the Comets. Second down.
.20 seconds left here in the first half. Retzlaff drops back to pass. He hits Johnson out along the sideline and out of bounds at the 32-yard line with 15 seconds left.
It'll move the chains after a gain of about 14.
14-yard pickup on the play, and Golden West, with 15 seconds left, is in business here. A chance to put some points on the board before the end of the first half.
10 Golden West. With 15 seconds to go in the second half of play.
Retzlaff takes a snap, drops back to pass. Good protection. Looking deep. He's got Branson, but unable to hit him.
By the announcer, it's the second quarter of play. Pass falls incomplete.
9 seconds remaining on the clock.
Chris Sanchez in coverage for Palomar. Second down.
Second down and 10. Retzlaff takes a snap, drops back to pass. A little bit of pressure. He rolls out and throws that ball incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Penalty flag. We've got a couple of flags out there.
So flags all over the field with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It looks like the penalty is holding against
A holding
the
penalty
Comets.
on Palomar. That's going to move the ball down to the 22-yard line.
That's
There's
a 10-yard penalty.
only 3 seconds left.
It makes it a first down, Golden West, from the 22-yard line.
And Cypress comes in to attempt a field goal.
8-yard field goal.
It's going to be 39 yards by Cypress. He missed earlier from 32. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is good. And as time expires on the first half, the field goal is good, and Golden West heads into the locker room holding a 17-0 lead.
We've got a penalty flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag. Let's see what it is. It looks like it's on Palomar. And if that's the case, it will be declined. Illegal substitution is declined.
Penalty is declined.
Field goal is good.
Field goal is good.
And we head to the locker room. So after one half of play here in Escondido, Golden West holding on to a 17-0 lead over the Comets of Palomar.
So after the penalty, the Rustlers will take over first down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Second half action just underway here at Escondido High School. Retzlaff in there at quarterback. He's got 3 wide receivers and 1 back. High snap, shotgun, handoff goes to Jared Johnson on the right side, and he's run out of bounds there after a pickup of about a yard. 17-0 our score. Rustlers pitching a shutout here. They put up 14 in the first quarter, came back with 3 more in the second quarter. And obviously Escondido yet to scratch here in this ball game. Rustlers with the first possession of the second half. Second down and 9 now, Rustlers from the 35 after the pickup of 1 by Johnson. 4 wide receivers set for Retzlaff. Looking left and has a man near midfield. Is that caught? They say complete. That's John Ojalabi there making the grab. Pickup of 14 up to the Rustler 49-yard line. John Louis there on the stop for Palomar. Rustlers going no huddle. 1 back in there for Ratzlaff. He's got 2 wide receivers to each side. First and 10 from the 49, and the give goes right up the gut. Johnson once again. This time he picks up about 7. That'll set up a second down for the Rustlers. Second straight game this Golden West team starts on the road here to start this 2021 campaign. Of course, winning the bell game for the 10th time in the last 11 years last Saturday out at Labard Stadium. Here we go, 2nd and 3 from the Palomar 44-yard line. Ratzlaff comes up to adjust the protection. He's got 3 wide receivers. Now he moves the tailback to his right. They go to the ground one more time, coming near side at the 40-yard line. 35 putting down his shoulder and finally getting out of bounds. Just inside the 30 is Johnson one more time. It'll be a pickup of 12, but will it stand? Flag coming in on the play. So the officials will sort this out. Rustlers will return home next week for the home opener at Golden West to take on Bakersfield. That's a 2 p.m. kickoff. Make sure you note that. Normally, Rustlers kick off at 1 p.m. This will be a 2 p.m. kickoff. First game back on campus for the first time in since 2019. But the extra hour there, or pushing the kickoff back there in hours, to allow the folks from Bakersfield to be able to get down to Orange County in a timely manner, if you will. It's been done in the past. Normally the Renegades will get on the bus around about 7 a.m. or so and make the trek down to Huntington Beach. Long conversation here between our officials. And they wave the flag. All right, so 12-yard pickup there by Johnson will stand. Let's see where they mark the ball at. He got pushed out at about the 30-yard line. They mark him actually just shy of the 30. So the 32 is where they spot it right now. First down and 10 for Golden West. So you've seen a heavy dose of Johnson here on this opening drive of the second half. 3 wide receivers here for Retzlaff. Johnson, the deep back. He'll get the carry one more time and not as successful. DeSorbo, though, there along with Cialoy. I beg your pardon. Did I say that right that time? Probably not, right? Cialoy. There you go. Brings up a second down and 10. Three wide receivers for Retzlaff. And we're going to have a whistle coming in from the defensive backfield. And mark off 5 yards against Golden West. Looks like a delayed game there against the Rustlers. Seemed like a pretty quick clock there by the officials. Maybe some home cooking from the Palomar staff. Nonetheless, second down and 15 at the Palomar 37. Retzlaff rolling, throwing to his right, and incomplete. He was looking for Williams there, and he overshot him, going back towards that far pylon. And to bring up a third down. 3rd and 15. Rustlers. Ball at the Palomar 37. Third quarter action here from Escondido High School. Retzlaff with 3 receivers, 1 back once again. Takes the snap. This time looking over the middle, too tall. Over the outstretched arm of Branson there. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So what do you do here now if you're Nick Mitchell and company? Kind of in that area where it's too long for a field goal, perhaps too short to punt. Ball at the 37-yard line. Looks like the punting unit going to come on. Andrew Guzman, the punter, onto the field.
Guzman lines up in punt formation. Pye back deep for Palomar. We've got another.
And we're going to have another delayed game here against the Rustlers. So this one perhaps intentional as opposed to the one that sort of stymied the drive a couple of plays ago. Maybe looking for a little bit more room for Guzman to be able to land this punt. Takes the snap, and it's a low line driver inside the 10. And out of bounds.
We've got a 37-yard punt that goes out of bounds. There's a penalty flag. Oh, there it is on the yellow line.
Flag on the play. Let's see if this one was going to result into a re-kick or not.
We've got a dead ball personal foul against.
So it's going to be a personal foul against Palomar. So this would be half the distance. So the punt went out at the 5. So because of the personal foul, they'll move it back half the distance. So it'll be about the 2.5, 3-yard line for Palomar to start this drive. So Comets will start it deep in their own zone against this Rustler defense who's pitched a shutout so far here tonight. First possession of this second half for Palomar. From the 3, running game goes nowhere. Walker trying to get outside, but no gain there, and Kofel on the stop.
LeBron on the tackle for Golden West. Second down.
Brings up a 2nd down and 12. Deep in their own zone are the Comets. They try the ground game again, looking just for some sort of room, and once again, that Rustler defense not giving an inch.
Walker with the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
It looks like they mark it right back there at the 3-yard line, so
With the tackle
maybe a half yard there,
for Golden
if that.
West. 3rd and 10 for the Comets from the 3.
3rd down coming up here for Palomar. Three-man front for the Rustlers. High snap, they go left side and shoot in the gap there. Unable to make the stop, but thankfully having a bunch of friends as Cody Saval comes in from the secondary to make the stop there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a easy 3 and out here caused by this Rustler defense, and that'll bring on the punting unit for Palomar on 4th down and call it 10. Nine and a half, perhaps, from the Palomar 4-yard line. Ogle's in the punt. Standing on his own end line. There's going to be a penalty there. Looked like there may have been some movement up front. Palomar can't get out of its own way to start this second half. Can't be what the doctor ordered. Sure, that wasn't necessarily discussed in that locker room at halftime. You would imagine the Comets would want to have been a lot more cleaner to start this half, but it's tough. And credit the Rustler special team who pinned them in their own zone, and the defense, of course, was unrelenting. Ogle standing on his own end line. Left-footed kick is away. And it's going to be a fair catch called for and made by Eman Lawoy. So Rustlers will take over 1st and 10 at the Palomar 49-yard line. So they once again they start this one in plus territory. Last drive halted. Hoping with good field position here, Rustlers can try to come up with some points. Retzlaff back in there at quarterback. It's got 4 wide, 1 back. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure coming. Delivers it near side pass. Caught over the shoulders. Branson there. Inside the 25-yard line down to about the 20. Tanner Branson making the terrific over-the-shoulder catch. A nice throw there by Retzlaff. And it brings up a 1st down and 10 Rustlers at the Comet 20-yard line. Pickup of 29 there on the play. From Retzlaff to Branson. They go pistol formation now on 1st and 10. The tailback scoots up. That's Carrillo. He gets the carry coming near side across the 20. Lowers his shoulder where he runs into Louis. Pickup of 3 there. Bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Rustlers. Nice mix of run and pass here in this second half. Rustlers trying to add to this 17-point lead. And yeah, they got somebody moving up front. On the right side of the line there. Looks like that was the tackle there, Ernesto Nava, freshman out of Tustin High School. So that'll move them back 5 yards, and it brings up a 2nd down and 12 for the Rustlers as they scoot it back to the 22-yard line. Retzlaff with one back, 3 wide, takes the snap, pressure coming, throwing, looking, end zone, deflected, picked off. Picked off by Palomar, far sideline, 20-yard line, 30. And getting out of bounds at about the 35 is Chris Sanchez. Coming up with the interception there. And a big play by this Palomar defense. An untimely turnover there for the Rustlers. There is a flag on the play, however. So let's see if this stands. If it does, it'll be Palomar football. They'll have it 1st and 10 going back the other way. It's going to be a personal foul. It's going to go against Golden West. He gave the signal for a chop block there, but only way for them to add the penalty yard is if it was after the return. Not sure how that can be an illegal block against the Rustlers defensively, but nonetheless, add 15 to the return, and Palomar finds themselves 1st and 10 from midfield. 8:03 left in this 3rd quarter. They go to the ground. And Walker stopped right there at midfield.
No gain on the play.
Carmo the stop.
By number 24, Alex Wright. 2nd down.
We've yet to see Payne throw it here in this second half. The Palomar quarterback looking over to the sideline to get the play. He's got Walker back there in the backfield. 3 wide receivers and an H-back who comes in motion to the bottom of your screen. Payne, now he'll let it go, letting it fly, looking downfield, has a man, and he threw it too short. Johnson got behind the Rustler defense, but Payne couldn't get it to him.
Incomplete, intended for Johnson. Hernandez in coverage.
Rustlers very fortunate there defensively,
3rd and 10 for the Comets.
because that likely could have resulted in a Comet touchdown. Instead, it's incomplete, brings up a 3rd down and 10 Palomar from midfield as they try to do something coming off the Retzlaff turnover. Snap taken by Payne, looking near side, flushed out of the pocket now, rolling to his left. He's going to tuck it and run now across midfield at the 40-yard line, stretches the ball out before getting out of bounds, and it'll be a 1st down for Payne on the scramble as he picks up 11 there and a 1st down for the Comets. Nice job of just taking what the defense gave him there. Palomar now in a hurry. 1st and 10 from the Rustler 39-yard line. And now they check with me over to the near sideline. 4 wide receivers for Payne. He's got Walker as the tailback. Rustlers showing blitz. They give it to Walker away from the blitz, going left side, runs into the pile, but then is bumped forward just shy of the 30-yard line. A pickup of 8 there brings up a 2nd and short. Pamasa getting in there on the stop for the Rustlers. Sele Pamasa out of St. John Bosco High School. Second and 2 at the Rustler 31-yard line. Rustlers show blitz, then they back up. Odd front being shown by this Rustler defense. Lots of movement in the secondary. Payne getting it from every angle. Short, quick throw over the middle. Good enough for a first down. That's Pye there on the reception. Give him 4. As Araya makes the stop, and it'll set up a first down and 10 at the Rustler 27-yard line. Nice drive put together here for Palomar coming off the Rustler turnover. Low snap, Payne hit from behind. That ball, is it out? Is the ball out? Somehow Payne held on to that. But Pablo Araya coming in from the weak side and pummeling the Comet quarterback. It's a loss of 8, bringing up a second down and 18 as Palomar's pushed back to the Rustler 35-yard line. Four wide, 1 back. Low snap again, pressure coming, and he's sacked. Christian Carmo getting in there on the Palomar quarterback. Back-to-back sacks for this Rustler defense, equating to a loss of 15. And all of a sudden, this Palomar drive going nowhere in a hurry. After all the momentum that was gained on this drive, Rustler defense standing up with a couple of big-time sacks makes it now a 3rd and forever. I mean, he's going to have to get to the gas lamp district for a first down here. 3rd and 25 from the Rustler 42-yard line. Low snap, delivers it to the far side. Pass caught out there. And getting it up to about the 35-yard line is Brock Bank. Pickup of 6, not nearly enough there. And a 4th and long coming up. How about this Rustler defense? I tell you what, it's tough to beat Zeke Payne, I beg your pardon, on this drive. That throw, though, from earlier in the drive, that incompletion to Johnson is going to haunt him. He may see that in his sleep tonight because that was 6 quick. But he was just off target. And before this one can even get started, there's a penalty flag that comes in. There's some movement against Palomar, false start. So that'll move him back to about the 41. So this will give Ogles, the punter, a little bit more room. But you go back to the incompletion to Johnson. I'm sure he wants that one back. And then, I mean, so much movement by this Rustler defense. Hard to tell who's coming and who's going. And Payne sacked on back-to-back plays. Here's the punt from Ogles. Lewoy back there to make the fair catch inside his own 10. Rustlers will have it 1st and down from their own 8. Golden West 17, Palomar nothing. 3:02 to play here in this 3rd quarter. Rahshaun Haylock here with you. Ed Ford manning the controls. Great to be back here with you for Rustler football in the 2021 season. Don't forget the Rustlers back in Huntington Beach for the home opener Saturday, taking on Bakersfield at 2 p.m. and penalty on the play. And it's going to be a false start against the Rustlers, so this will be half the distance. Half the distance of the goal line, so you're looking at about the 4-yard line for the Rustlers, as they'll be stuck in their own zone here. Not the way you want to start a drive if you're Nick Mitchell's Rustlers. So 1st and 14 from their own 4. Retzlaff standing in his own end zone. Takes the shotgun snap with time, looking, has a man up the seam, and he just missed him. Wiesma reached out his arms, but unable to bring it in. It brings up a 2nd down and 14 now for Golden West. Obviously, last week, the Bell game, a big win for the Rustlers. Rivalry game, anytime you play your rivals, it's big. Much different, though, because it's the first game of the season, right? Normally, OCC is a conference game, but Pirates have moved down as they go to the ground game, and that's Hurd there, maybe getting a yard. Garcia there on the stop along with Cialoe. There we go. I think we got it right that time. First game jitters, folks. It's been a while. Man, have we missed Rustler football. Of course, no 2020 season because of the pandemic. Rustlers tried to play a couple of games in the spring. One of them was canceled. That was against OCC. So they didn't get their test back in time. Here's a 3rd down play. Looking and dropped. Retzlaff had McGee for a 1st down at the 20-yard line, but he couldn't hold on to it. Die there on the coverage, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Rustlers actually ended up getting in a game during the spring, but they ended up playing half their scheduled games. They had 2 scheduled, ended up playing 1. Pretty much all of California JC football teams opted out of any sort of a spring season. So really those games are going to be unofficial and just a scrimmage as we have the punt here from Guzman. And caught there by Pye. And he slips as he catches it at about the 43-yard line. So that's where Palomar will take over 1st and 10 at the Rustler 43. 2:02 left here in this 3rd quarter as you're watching Golden West Rustler football on sportsnetusa.net. And Coach Mitchell, I mean, he really wanted to play in the spring, really wanted it for his kids. Guys had worked so hard, and I mean, you can only imagine, right? Like, and we all went through it, you know, maybe we'll be able to do it, maybe we won't, this, that, or the other. And all of a sudden, fall gets pushed to spring, and really just tough for everybody. All parties involved, really the world. I mean, we're all going through it at the same time in one way or the other. This is a global pandemic. In actuality, low snap there. The give goes to the tailback Walker, and he maybe gets a yard there as Manuzzi comes in to make the stop. So they played one of the 2 games, and then you come back and obviously some reshuffling in terms of the alignments. Orange Coast going down. And so they're no longer in the same conference as the Rustlers. And so all of a sudden, game 1, you're playing your rival, OCC. And Rustlers definitely showed up last Saturday night, much as they have tonight, as there goes Payne. And Payne using his legs, and he gets inside the 30. It's going to be enough for a 1st down and more, as Hintz was finally able to get him down to the turf. Pickup of 16 there for the Palomar quarterback. It'll be a 1st down and 10 from the Rustler 26-yard line. Zeke Payne showing to be a threat with his legs. So now here you are taking on Palomar, another former conference foe. Play fake. Payne looking, trying to go on the fade, and incomplete. Looking for Brockbank there. Up the boundary. Can't get to him. And they bring up a 2nd down and 10. So look, you got to play the teams in front of you, right? You can only play who's on your schedule. And for the Rustlers, obviously, once they get to conference play, no walk in the park. Which makes these non-conference games the utmost importance, especially trying to accumulate wins to become bowl eligible as Payne is off target once again over the middle. This time he was looking for Hill. It brings up a 3rd down and 10.
That'll make it 3rd down.
So it'll be a 3rd and 10 from the Rustler 26-yard line.
All right, everybody, I've got your 50-50 raffle tickets.
5 straight incompletions now here for Payne.
Get your tickets out for the 50-50 raffle.
Also been sacked twice here in this quarter. They go empty set now, pressure coming up the middle. Payne gets rid of it, 20-yard line. Breaking a tackle there and getting inside the 10 is the wide receiver Pye for a pickup of 16. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Comets as Brown comes up with the stop. So that's ends a string of 5 straight incompletions to start this half for Payne. So 1st and goal from the Rustler 10. Payne takes the snap, play fake, pumps on the run, gets rid of it, but he can't find his man, and that was Brockbank. Looked like Roman Brockbank could have came up with that one.
Brown Leonard in coverage again.
Looks like it might have been a drop there. Nonetheless, 2nd and goal from the 10. They stay on the ground, and getting nowhere is Walker. Stopped in the backfield. Dakota Hart the first to get to him. Loss of 2 yards there.
That'll make it 3rd and goal, Palomar.
So this is going to be a 3rd and long
From the 13-yard line.
on a go-to-go situation. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So a scoreless 3rd here from Escondido High School after 3. Rustlers 17, Comets nothing. As you're watching Golden West football on SportsNetUSA.net.
728-368. 728-368. Please go down to the snack bar and visit Palomar College Women's Basketball, and we thank you for your participation in tonight's 50-50 raffle.
So we'll start the 4th quarter here from Escondido High School with the Rustlers holding on to a 17-point advantage after a scoreless 3rd. It will be 1st and goal. Beg your pardon, 3rd and goal for Palomar from the Rustler 12. Payne in there at quarterback. Steps up, looking end zone, incomplete.
Pass from Zeke Payne falls incomplete.
He had Alex Hill there on the post, and that one just out of the grasp of Hill. So that brings up a 4th and goal and enter the field goal unit for Palomar. So Ogles on to attempt the field goal. Left-footed kick is
All right,
up
that was a
and
steal
through.
by Woodruffs. The hold by number 21, Alex Hill, and the kick by number 64.
So
Landon Ogle.
29-yard field goal there by Ogle. So Palomar gets on the board for the first time tonight. So your score is Rustlers 17, Comets 3. As you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Rahshaun Haylock here with you. Ed Ford manning the controls. They talk about football being a game of inches. Palomar is about a couple of Zeke Payne incompletions here in this second half from this being a 3-point game as opposed to it being a 14-point game, which it is right now. He just mishealed there on that last 3rd and goal situation. And then he had Johnson behind the entire Rustler defense, which would have been another long touchdown for Palomar. Instead, just 3 points to show for it as Nathaniel Peter kicks it off. Lewoy has it. Lewoy at the 30 has a crease, 40-yard line. There goes Lewoy at midfield, up the near sideline, 30, 20. Lewoy at the 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Rustlers. Eman Lewoy, 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. As after giving up its first points of the night, the Rustlers come right back with an answer. Woo! So 23-3 our score here. Cypress in for the extra points, and it's good.
The extra point is good. We've got 14:42 to go.
Golden West 24, Palomar 3. Thanks to Eman Lewoy's 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He found a crease and took off here against this near sideline and came back with a huge answer. What a blow for Palomar. And we were just talking about it, football being a game of inches. A couple of throws away Palomar was from this being just a 3-point lead. They had to settle for just 3 points after having some pretty good opportunities here in this second half. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Eman Lewoy, 93 yards to the house. And the Rustlers lead this one by 21. Cypress will put it on the tee at the 35-yard line. Pye fields the kick, and he comes near side, trying to turn that corner, makes a man miss, reverses field now, but he's running east and west, can't get upfield, and finally wrestled to the turf, shy of the 15-yard line at about the 14. He ran about 30 miles and picked up maybe 11. There is a flag on the play, however. And with all the running, cutting, shucking, and jiving Pye was doing, you got to imagine this one will go against Palomar, and it does. It's going to be a holding.
Penalties holding against the Comets.
They credit Neal with the stop on special teams for Golden West. So this would be half the distance to the goal line. They marked this at about the 7-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 Palomar from their own 7. 14:31 remaining in the ball game here. Golden West 24, Palomar 3. As you're watching Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Payne back in there at quarterback. We talked about some of his struggles here in this second half. He's going to need to turn those struggles into successes here as he throws this one on the run. It's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Nice job there by the Rustlers defensively.
By 59,
To bring up a second down and 10. Matia there, the freshman defensive lineman out of Silverado High School in Las Vegas. Getting the pass breakup at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the 7. They go to the ground, and that's Walker trying the left side. And he gets across the 10 to about the 11, and a pickup of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 6. Richard Manuzzi getting in there on the stop.
We'll call it 3rd and 6 for the Comets.
I tell you what, if you're Nick Mitchell,
12-yard line.
You've got to be somewhat pleased with this start to this season. I know that still some time to go here in this 4th quarter in this one in Escondido. But so far, his team has gotten it done in every facet of the game. Here's a 3rd down play. Payne running for his life, throws it, and it gets rocked in the end zone as he throws. A flag comes in, and I think this one may go against the Rustlers.
There's a penalty flag in the backfield.
And they're going to get roughing the passer.
Personal foul against Golden West.
That was Martin in there on the quarterback hurry.
It'll be 1st and 10 Comets.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough, right? You can't go low on a quarterback. You can't go high on a quarterback.
1st and 10 Comets.
Obviously, we're not on the field, so not from the same vantage point that the officials see it, but it appeared that Martin wrapped him up and took him down. Maybe it's the driving him to the turf that warranted that flag. That's tough. That's a tough one. 15-yard penalty makes it 1st and 10. Palomar from their own 26. Payne back to pass, looking far side pass caught at the 30-yard line, getting it up to the 35. Is Brockbank.
Payne is complete to Brockbank. Xavier Streeter,
Pick up of 9 there.
For the Rustlers.
And it'll be a 2nd and 1 for Palomar. Streeter on the stop. Second down and 1, Palomar from their own 35-yard line. Pump fake, looking slant pass caught right at the sticks. Garrison making the catch, hit immediately by Brown. It looks like it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Just got enough.
Play does result in a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 37.
At the Palomar 37-yard line.
And you would think there would be a little bit more sense of urgency here from Palomar offensively. Payne seems to be confused while trying to get the signals in. 1st and 10 from the 37. Payne, pressure coming, delivers far side, has a man, incomplete.
Pass from Zeke Payne is intended.
He was looking for Brooks, and he had him wide open, streaking up that far sideline.
Outside his fingertips.
And he couldn't get it to him.
In coverage for Golden West. 2nd down.
Oh, man. Rustlers fortunate again on that one. I mean, you're talking about another throw that should have been 6 from Payne. 2nd and 10 now from the 37 of Palomar. High snap, play fake, delivering near side pass caught. Near sideline, Pye breaking 1 tackle, makes another man miss, tries to climb upfield, does so, and gets to about the 39-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play.
He did a lion's share of work for about a pickup of 2.
By number 41, Harrison
Kofel there on the stop.
That'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Comets.
I mean, Pye worked for every inch of that.
39-yard line.
3rd and 8 coming up here. Ball at the Palomar 39. 4 wide for Payne. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
All right, we've got a tip ball there. Falls incomplete. That'll make it 4th down.
So 4th and 8. Coming up for Palomar. Ogles back to punt. Eman Leroy, who just had that 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. The last time he got his hands on the ball, back to receive. High snap, the left-footed kick is up by Ogles. And Leroy comes up, makes the fair catch at about the 27-yard line or so of the Rustlers, and that's where they'll have it 1st down and 10.
Everybody, don't forget to join us as our next scheduled home game.
Golden West 24, Palomar 3. Rustlers will have it 1st and 10 at its own 27-yard line to start this drive. 11:45 to play here, 4th quarter action from Escondido High School. Retzlaff in there at quarterback. Out of the pistol. He's got Johnson behind him, and he gives it to him off the left side, and Johnson wrapped up and driven to the turf there by Fountain after a pickup of 4.
Carried by Johnson, gains 4. Good tackle on the play by number 53, Riley Fountain. 2nd down.
Second and 6. Ball at the 31-yard line. And stoppage in play. Looked like Rustlers may not have gotten this off in time. And that's going to be the call. Delayed game against Golden West. So it was a 2nd and 6. Will now be a 2nd down and 11. Always things to clean up. Sure, Coach Mitchell during the week will have to talk to a squad about some of the miscues in the secondary that could have been detrimental but didn't harm them. And of course, just the operations, right? As Retzlaff looking over the top, he's got a man. Far sideline, 30-yard line, inside the 20. And that's the tailback, Johnson, for a pickup of 53 yards into Palomar territory and a 1st down for Golden West.
Tackled by Ricky Davis. There is a recovery by Palomar.
Davis on the stop there, Ricky Davis Jr. But it's a 1st and 10 Rustlers at the Palomar 21. They go to the ground game, stretching out left side. The tailback Hurd turning the corner, just shy of the 1st down before he's run out of bounds. Gianni Hurd picking up 8 there as Louis is credited for the stop. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. Second and 2 at the Palomar 13-yard line. Retzlaff making an adjustment. Out of the pistol now. He brings Johnson up, gives it to him. Johnson with a crease on the left side. 10-yard line, enough for the 1st down and more as Johnson picks up 4 there. Walker making the stop. And it'll be a 1st and goal, Golden West at the Palomar 9. Johnson still in there at a tailback. Out of the pistol. Retzlaff says, come here, stand to my left. He does so and gets the carry. Coming right side now. Johnson burrowing in his way. Johnson getting ahead. And did he get in?
Johnson with the carry.
They say no. They mark him just shy of the end line. What a run there by Johnson, and he had some help from the big fellas efforting him on from behind.
Tackled by the Comets, number 44, Chris Sanchez. Second down.
They mark it at the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Rustlers looking to hurry here. Retzlaff climbs under center for the first time this half. Takes the snap, pushes through end zone. Touchdown, Rustlers.
Keeper by number 11, Jake Ratzlaff, good for a yard. And a Golden
Jake
West
Ratzlaff on the QB sneak extends the Rustler lead to 30-3. Retzlaff with the rushing touchdown. He had 3 rushing scores last week in the Bell game. Here's another one here in this second half, and the extra point by Cypress is up and good.
In the fourth quarter, play the score Golden West 31.
So it's Golden West 31, Palomar 3.
Respect the wishes of the Escondido High School District.
As you're watching Golden West Rustler football on sportsnetusa.net. Rahshaun Haylock here with you, Ed Ford manning the controls. The second Saturday in September. Of course, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, plenty of tributes all throughout the country taking place this weekend. And the Rustlers, a little less than 9 minutes away from pushing its record to 2-0 on the season. But that last drive, all set up there by Jared Johnson, had the big reception for 53 yards to get the Rustlers deep into Palomar territory, and almost was able to rush it in from 9 yards out. He got right on the doorstep, and Ratzlaff finished it on the QB sneak. Here's Cypress with the kickoff. Pye will receive it at about his own 2. Inside the numbers, and down just shy of the 20-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Comets from there.
It'll be 1st and 10 Palomar from the 19. 8:40 left in this fourth quarter. Rustlers with a commanding, and I say commanding, 28-point lead. In case you're just joining us, they led by 17 at the half. They were pitching a shutout through the first 2 quarters. 17-0 was our halftime score. It was a scoreless third. Palomar got on the board to start the fourth quarter with a field goal. The Rustlers come right back on the ensuing kickoff, a 93-yard kickoff return. To extend the lead to 24-3, and then Retzlaff capped off the last possession with the QB sneak. Ground game for Palomar. It's Walker, and he picks up 1.
Palomar, number 15, Clay Alejandro. Carry by Walker, gain of 1.
It was Eman Lewoy on the kickoff return that made it 24-3 for the Rustlers. And what an answer it was. Looked like Palomar was trying to pick up a little bit of momentum. We got a new quarterback in the game. Pass delivered out to the far side, complete inside the 20, and down at about the 23-yard line is Cassidy for a pick of 4. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Clay Omohandro, the new quarterback for the Comets.
Excuse me, reception's good for 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Omohandro on 3rd and 5 at the Palomar 24-yard line. Looking, has the back. Walker, 25-yard line, lowers his shoulder at the 30, still on his feet. And Walker pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line, a first down and more for the Comets. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line, where it will be first down and 10. Walker, out of Peoria, Arizona, went to Centennial High School out there. Here's Alejandro on first down. They go back to the ground game.
Walker with the carry.
And that's Walker picking up about 4 there.
Tyler
Williams and Araya there
Second down.
on the stop. Second down and 6 now from the Palomar 42-yard line. Walker, 5'10", 215-pound freshman back. Second and 6, they give it to Walker one more time, bounces off defenders in the backfield, now gets it outside across midfield, and he scampers out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Golden West into Rustler territory. Pick up a 14 there by Walker.
First and 10 Comets across midfield.
You don't see running backs do that a lot, right? Normally they try to get those extra yards. They would absorb the contact, but Walker taking some sort of a quarterback approach there. Just tiptoeing out of bounds. May have been some fatigue there. Look, a little bit tired, perhaps. First and 10 from the Rustler 44. Alejandro scrambling. Alejandro and hit from behind. Let's see, did he even get back to the line of scrimmage?
Alejandro on the keeper. Ran down in the back.
Alex
number 24.
Reich.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down.
In there, and credit Reich with the sack. Second and 11 coming up after the loss of 1 there. So Alejandro on his first drive of this second half. Second and 11 from the 45. Alejandro looking near side and incomplete. Lauti, the intended receiver there. I'm not sure he ever saw that one. May have lost it in the lights.
Williams in coverage.
Ball was right there. It looked like he never saw it.
And 11 for the Comets. From the Rustler.
Alejandro relieving Zeke Payne, who led the Comets to a field goal drive earlier in this half, but missed a couple of throws that could have been end zone bound and definitely would have changed the complexion of this game. Instead, it's now a 28-point advantage for the Rustlers. Alejandro back to pass, and that one thrown well short. Looking for a flag there is Brockbank, but not going to get it. Fans want one too.
Pass was incomplete, intended for Brockbank.
It was Hernandez there, the sophomore out of Frisco, Texas, on the coverage for the Rustlers. Down by 28, offense standing on the field here on 4th and 11. Ball at the Rustler 45-yard line. Alejandro out of the gun. Alejandro scrambling. Alejandro going to be taken down to the turf. Sack on the play there by Jonah Laban. Kylan Neal there as well, as it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Rustlers will take over. First down and 10, leading by 28 and 4:47 to play here in this fourth quarter.
From the Palomar 47-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 Rustlers inside Palomar territory at the Comet 47. And they hand it off left side. That's Gavin Chappelle.
The quarterback number 16,
Turns the corner for a yard.
hands the ball off to number 29, Gavin Chappelle. Gain of 1 on the play before he's tackled by number 45, John
Gabe
Perez
Friend in there
of the
at
Comets.
quarterback for the Rustlers, 6'3", 200-pound freshman out of Basha High School in Chandler, Arizona. Chandler also the home of former UCLA quarterback Brett Hundley Jr. Arizona's been piping out some pretty good players of late, namely some pretty good quarterbacks also, as the Rustlers go to the ground one more time. Chappelle will pick up 5 there on 2nd and 9, brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Gain 6. Tackled by the
I think it's
Comets, number
Spencer
55,
Rattler
Hunter
at the
Friedhoff.
University of Oklahoma, Heisman Trophy candidate. He hails from Arizona.
4 for Golden
Brock
West.
Purdy,
From the Palomar,
Iowa State
41
quarterback. He hails from Arizona as well. A lot of talent coming from out of there of late. And here's Friend getting some action here in this 4th quarter as they go to the ground one more time. And once again, it's Chappelle, needed 4, got about 5 there. And move those sticks once again for the Rustlers.
Play does result in a 1st down for Golden West. Perez on the tackle for the Comets.
Chappelle from right here, Huntington Beach, Edison High School. Jet Davis now in to replace him, freshman out of Beckman High in Irvine. So Davis, the tailback. 1st and 10 at the Palomar 36-yard line. As Friend takes the snaps, hands it off, and that's Davis getting the carry. And they try that left side once again, and be a pickup of 4.
Jet Davis.
Fritos on the stop for Palomar.
No gain on the play tackled. I'll check that. Gain of 4 on the play tackled.
2nd down and 6 now for the Rustlers. Ball at the Palomar 32-yard line. Rustlers have exploded for 14 points here in this 4th quarter after going scoreless in the 3rd. Davis to get the carry one more time up the middle. The slippery Davis sidesteps a man 2nd level across the 25 and down at the 23. Sanchez comes in to make the stop, but it'll bring up a 1st down.
10 Golden West at the 23-yard line. Chris Sanchez on the tackle for Palomar.
Rustlers getting it done on offense, defense, and special teams here tonight. It's been quite a night for this team. 1st and 10, Davis trying the left side and look out.
Another carry by
A lot of
Davis.
Whistles. Someone went flying.
On the tackle.
And the Rustler sideline comes over. They need to be pushed back. Don't want to come on the field. The officials going to have to sort this one out. So it was a 1st and 10. Let's see. It looked like there was a late hit across that sideline. It looked like against Davis. Do they get Golden West for some sort of retaliation? Dead ball, personal foul against Palomar. And that'll be it.
All right, we've got a dead ball personal foul.
So personal foul against Palomar. So that'll move it.
That penalty will be half the distance to the goal.
Would be a 15-yard penalty, but
And that will make it 1st and 10.
looking half the distance here. So we got a first down and 10. And we'll spot it at the 11-yard line. At the 11. So 1st and 10 from the 11 of Palomar. Friend in there at quarterback. Looking end zone and caught but out of bounds. Chick Embry, the intended target there. Jakari looked to be surprised. He was well out of bounds. Like he was in like lane 8 and thought that he made the grab. But he did make the catch, but just was not in the field of play. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Friend. And he's going to keep it.
Quarterback number 16, Friend, on the keeper. It's like a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Tackled by the Comets.
2nd down play there.
Number 20
by Friend.
And number 45, Josh Perez.
And they'll mark him down at about the...
Check that 2nd down.
So be 3rd and 7 from the 8. So pick up 3 there on that last play. And whoa, bad snap. And Friend, did Friend fall? No, Friend didn't fall on it. He missed it. And it's recovered by Palomar. Wow. So Friend jumped right over it. And it was recovered there by Shea of Palomar. And so the Comets will take over. 1st down and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Just 15 seconds left in this one. So Rustlers will get ready to hop on the bus and head back down, or head back up, I should say. I-5 to the 405, Huntington Beach. Omohundro in there at quarterback. Empty set, pressure coming, he's sacked. Manuzzi coming from the right side. Richard Manuzzi, what a game he's had tonight. And he can celebrate this one, as that will put the final stamp on this big-time win for the Rustlers, as they knock off Palomar by 28 here at Escondido High School. Our final score, Rustlers 31, Palomar 3. With the win, Golden West improving to 2-0 on the season. 14 points in that 4th quarter after leading it 17-0 at the half. And the Rustlers